This video with this information is probably among the most requested information, techniques, insights, secrets, however you want to put it, on this channel to date. I know a whole bunch have been asking, can you please teach us the nitty-gritty details on a really strong retention coin vanish. So I'm super jazzed to share this information with you. This is valuable stuff because in my mind, the magician, TNM, trademark TM, is part of that archetypal idea of the magician is somebody who can make a coin vanish. There are a lot of good coin vanishes out there. And I'll get into a discussion some other time about the difference between a put, a take, and a drop regarding control. Because you cannot separate the idea of magician and the idea of control. And so I'll leave you the question right now is, which of these three is going to suggest the least amount of control? Something you take, something you put, or something you drop. Now, what makes a retention vanish different from other vanishes? Well, the idea with the retention vanish, it's a retention of vision. That the eye swears, the eye sees the coin, not just here and then apparently here, but there's this half a beat that if the lighting is right and it catches the flash of the coin, the right hand is already leaving the left hand when there still seems to be a flash still just fading there. Strongly suggesting that the coin was truly put in that other hand, okay? Retention of vision. This is all about timing, okay? And all about understanding the sight lines on things and knowing how to hold the coin. There's a whole bunch, and this is a move accomplished not with one hand or the other hand, it's accomplished with both hands. It is a dance of the hands. So it's a timing thing. But let's really break down, we're gonna look at three. We're gonna look at sort of what I call a palm-up retention vanish. This is the classic. This is the typical palm-up retention vanish, apparently putting a coin into your palm-up hand and closing the fingers around it. The second one we're gonna look at is something I came up with I call the upside-down retention vanish. And all it is rather than putting the coin here, it's a very similar technique, but rather than putting it down and into the hand, you turn this hand over and apparently put the coin up into the hand. Okay, and there's an enormous vanish of it. There's an enormous timing and pacing advantage with this second one that I'll get into in just a second. And then we're gonna look at a clip retention, where the coin is actually clipped. Has a really interesting feel to it. So the traditional palm-up retention vanish, okay? Coin shown, put in the hand, fingers come away. Now, this is like the classic pass. These vanishes I'm going to share with you guys today is like the classic pass in the sense of there's something gestalt. I'm going to show you the pieces, but you're still going to be left thinking, how come all these pieces, when they put together, they result in something that's so deceptive? And I don't have the answer for that. I don't have the answer, okay? It's one of these things where the pieces, once you do it again and again and again, the lines between the pieces seem to vanish and this whole thing comes together. But here's what I'm doing. I'm holding the coin between the thumb and first finger of the right hand, okay? And rather than just pushing it, plunking it straight down, I'm deliberately moving the coin from forward to down. So you tip forward and then in. Tip forward and in. And why you're doing that is for two reasons. First, you're going to be doing something very primitive in a sense. You're going to be pulling the coin back in behind the fingers, okay? You're going to be pulling the coin back in. And how it's accomplished is the right thumb and fingers basically pull the coin, they tip it, they drag it back, but not straight back, it's kind of pushed down behind the fingers, okay, as these fingers close. So under cover of the right fingers closing like this, these fingers are going to pull the coin back. However, that's kind of an awkward action, so to cover that, I'm going to give a bit of a flow, slightly larger action to cover the action of it going in, forward, back. The other reason I'm doing it like this and this is because I'm trying to find the light. I want that glint. I don't know in the lighting conditions, is it going to come off on here? Is it going to come off the edge? Is it going to come off on this side? So by going from here, okay, going from here to sort of showing the coin a little bit here before going in, I'm getting a better chance of a flash. So what's the left hand doing? The left hand is just closing. It's really all it's doing. And one big key that will help you on the timing, and you'll loosen this up because I'm doing this very controlled for the camera. When I'm performing for real people, it might be something that flows a little bit more. I might say, thanks so much for the coin, keep an eye on it. Might come over here like this And I say, you know, now I tell you, in some gag, keep one eye on the coin, the other eye on me, and your third eye on that roll of paper towel in the corner, whatever. And I'm going from here, and I'm over here. I really use this action. My hips, my butt, you want to really flow, okay? So, but the left hand really is just doing this. And the moment I know it's good to kind of pull this coin back behind the fingers is the moment I feel these tips hit my knuckles. Because as soon as that happens, I know I am covered, okay? So when you're first practicing this, really go slowly. Get this, come up, and practice pulling that into the hand with the smallest amount of action. Now let's take a look at the upside down retention. I'm going to do the exact same action, very much the same action of pulling the coin back behind the fingers, like this, okay? But rather than the hand being palm up, it's going to be palm down. And so here, I'm not putting it in the hand, I'm swinging. It's a swing take, okay? That's what I'm trying to, I want it to look like I'm putting the coin and I'm swinging in the hand. Now, I mentioned in the introduction here, what do I love about this version that I kind of came up with. It's not like it's revolutionary or anything, but just this is it. I have an extra beat to sell the illusion. This is all done now, but here I can show it go up, and I find that this turning over of the hand can really nail the illusion that the coin is truly in that hand. Okay, so the turning over. So again, you're not putting it in, you're just swinging. You're swinging, and as I swing up, it happens because I've got this large action. I'm pulling the coin sort of behind the fingers there. You don't want to do it all here. It's going to be too clumsy and take too long. You want it to flow. And now I really push these first, I mean, by the time I'm up in here, the coin's in already, and really the only thing that enters it is the empty first finger and thumb. Boom. And that rollover. So coin in the hand. That's the upside down version that I really, really like. Now let's take a moment and look at the clip. The clip is a funny one because in taking the coin and sliding it in between the first two fingers and showing it like this, it sort of could be seen as shouting control. I mean, what are you doing putting it between your fingers, right? But if you flow, show the coin, what it has is it frees up the thumb. Now, rather than the thumb having to be involved in pulling the coin stays in that grip the entire time. Exposed view would be here. So I'm here, and it's just a tip. Now, whether or not you want to keep the fingers together, okay, get that nice glint of the light, and then in the hand, okay? Whether you want to keep those 4 fingers together the entire time, as you apparently put it in the hand, okay? Or if you really want to just do that and have that nice window here, okay? So it's just the 2 fingers. So you're here, you put it in like this. Now you have to watch, this is angly, this one, because, I mean, you're looking at it like that, right? But boy, the thumb is so free, and the thumb is ostensibly there. Again, you wouldn't want to show it like this, okay? Because then it's, you know, then you're essentially exposing the technique. But if you grip the very edge of the coin, come up here showing it, and I kind of exaggerated a bit. I pushed the coin forward a bit with my thumb, again, to get that flash. You're here and apparently in the hand, okay? Now, typically, again, all this is in isolation, of course, because I would never show a coin, put it in my hand, drop my hand at the table, say, look, it's gone. What do you think? I mean, this hand's going to go up in flames. It's got so much heat on it. So, but typically what I'm doing is here, putting it in. Maybe I'm going to my pocket for something, or maybe I'm going to make it vanish and then reveal it in, over here, whatever, in a card case, whatever. Okay, so that is, of course, that's the clipped retention vanish. I got into magic when I was just a kid. And by the age of 14 or 15, I was doing birthday parties. And I was, my middle name's Conrad. So of course, as a young person, I couldn't just be Jay or Jay Sankey. I had to be Magic by Conrad. That was my whole thing. Top hat, bow tie, rabbits, the whole bit. And I wouldn't have had it any other way. I'm so lucky because I've been able to do kid shows, trade shows, stand-up, bigger shows, lots of sleight of hand, lots of walk around, some street magic. I've been able to do a whole bunch of different kinds. And each of them has their lesson. From all those different things, you become a stronger performer and you take away different things. And here we're looking at pure sleight of hand. There's something about sleight of hand, pure sleight of hand, that I think can really release you as a performer. Sometimes I wonder if maybe the people who are attracted to magic, long story, very short. Sometimes I wonder if magicians like you and I, people who are interested in magic, Whether, first off, maybe everybody is magic in some way. Maybe every creature, all that was created. Each creature has its own kind of magic. And by magic, I mean something that transcends, or something that they're able to see into things in a way that nobody else can. I don't know. Maybe magicians, people who are attracted to magic, maybe our packet tricks and our coin tricks. Maybe we forgot we can do real magic. And the closest we can get is with these magic tricks. And so I find there's something about doing sleight of hand that resonates with me and a lot of people who fall in love with sleight of hand. There's something particularly powerful about it as a way to tap into our real magic sides, it seems to me. So a couple of weird thoughts there about maybe magicians really can do real magic, but the closer we can come to it is our kind of simple tricks. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you like this video, if you like the coin vanishes or some of my weird thoughts, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see all of you again really soon.